No need to look any further, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation for all your latest sport reports across the nation. So don't change your channel, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation. So don't change your channel, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation for all your latest sport reports across the nation. No need to look any further, you chose the right station.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Cowboy Nation!
What it do? What it do? This your dog, man. Up in this thing. Yes, sir. Welcome to a new episode of the Mr. Cowboy Nation show. I got excuse me, I'm a little under the weather. I got a real bad sinus infection, so we're gonna fight through it together. Welcome to a new episode of the Mr. Cowboy Nation show. I am your host, Mr. Cowboy Nation. Sir, yes, sir. All right, so you there are ways you can keep up with the show. The IG page _ Mr. Cowboy Nation _ we'll be going live on that page very soon. So I gotta figure some things out, but we'll be going live on IG as well very soon. YouTube page, Mr. Cowboy Nation. So if you looking for episodes of the show or previous episodes, the YouTube page, the live section, be the best place to find it, right? Because they are all stored there. You know, Facebook will delete them after so long, but YouTube, Joe, what it do, man? YouTube keeps them, so YouTube is the best spot for that. Of course, this Facebook page, Jerome, Mr. Cowboy Nation McNair. There's also another page, Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation. So any one of those, right? So any one of those are a great way to keep up with the show. Can you dig it? Yep. Oh, now wait a minute. He back? Oh man, y'all got Petty back up in here. Y'all done brought Petty back up in here. Petty, you coming back, man? Come on, Petty. All right, baby, let's get to work, baby. Let's get to work. Let's get this money. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? It's your boy Petty P back up in here. I want to thank y'all for having me back. Can you dig it? Now, the moral of the message of this story today, boys and girls, is I once was blind, and I'm still that way. One more time for the people in back. I once was blind, and damn it, I'm still that way. Josh Allen, come on down here and see me, Josh Allen. Baby, what we doing in the playoffs? You had it served up on the silver platter. No Mahomes, no Joe Burrow, no Lamar Jackson. You got it. Just be Superman, like they call you, Superman. We Superman. Be Superman, Josh Allen. They used to come out of this with no problem. Not Josh Allen. Josh Allen threw 2 interceptions. And to add on to the 2 interceptions, he fumbled the ball 3 times and lost 2 of them. So, boy, you couldn't see. You couldn't see him coming from the line. You damn sure couldn't see him covering your receivers, Josh Allen. What we doing, baby? What we doing, baby? Then you had a tight end wide open for the game. You had ball in the hot dog stand. Oh my, Josh Allen. Oh my, just a tragic situation. Okay, boys and girls, let's recap the moral of the story. Is I once was blind, and I'm still that way. One more time for the people in the back. I once was blind, and damn it, I'm still that way. CJ Stroud, come on over here and see me, man. Let me talk to you, CJ. Boy, this blind bastard threw 4 interceptions in the same game. I tell you, I couldn't believe what I was looking at. Just pick after pick after pick after pick after another pick. See, the Houston Texas defense was just, oh my God, gave this poor blind child every opportunity he could have ever needed to win this game, but not him. Not him. He just pick after pick after pick. And it was almost to the point like somebody should have pulled him over to the side at some point during the game. Somebody should have pulled him over to the side and said, look here, son. We wearing white jerseys, okay? We wearing white jerseys. The Patriots are wearing blue. Patriots are wearing navy blue. We wearing white. I don't see no similarities. Me personally, I don't see no similarities in blue and white. But hey, I don't know, whatever. So, look, son, we wearing white and they wearing blue. Now look down at your jersey. Somebody make him look down at his jersey. You probably need to ask him what color it is, because clearly he may be blind for real. So ask him what color. If he give you the right color, son, look down at your jersey again. Throw to that one. Okay? Throw to the one that look like the one you got on. That's why we wear jerseys. So you can, yeah. So throw to the jersey that look like the one you're wearing right now. Can you dig it? Yeah. It's just tragic. A tragic situation. CJ Stroud, come on over here and see me again. Oh, baby. All right. That's all I got for you, boys and girls. I'm glad to be back once again. And look here. Old Petty P. Look like I'm gonna be coming around here a little bit more often. Okay. So I got a message to all the pretty ladies out there. If you're listening, go throw that wham in a circle. Even if it's little. Make it jump like a hurdle. You hear you digging? All right, so Mr. Cowboy Nation, player, check your inbox, check your email. I got another invoice in there for you. Thank you. Oh my God. Woo! Petty P, man. That's my guy right here. I see you, Joe. We finna talk about that very, very shortly. So hold what you got. Oh, what you got? All right, so found somebody backstage. What's up, baby girl? How you doing?
Hey,
What's up with you?
nothing. What's going on?
Nothing. You know, we about to get into. I'm about to get into the AFC playoff pictures. Somebody feel like the Bills got robbed. I disagree. So we got to get into all this. You got a minute. You got a minute or two, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. All right, so me and you talked about Sean McDermott. I think we both agreed that Sean McDermott shouldn't have been fired, right?
Right.
All right, so the owner, or I'm not sure, the owner, either the owner or the GM, one of them was saying that they felt like they hit a playoff wall. Like that was the reason. That was the reason for them getting rid of McDermott. They felt like they hit a playoff wall. But me personally, I look at Josh Allen, right? I look at Josh Allen, and the reason I look at Josh Allen because this is not the first time he's had a guy wide open to win the game at the end of a game, of a big game. We saw 2-point conversion at the end of the Philadelphia Eagles game. Shakir wide open in the back of the end zone for the game. You throw the ball in the hot dog stand. Fast forward to this game, you got the tight end gone. Right? You make that throw to the tight end, he's scoring. Game over. And I'm sorry, I'm all out of passes for Josh Allen, me personally, because you turn around and call him Superman in one breath, and then you got an excuse ready for him with the next sentence, right? So I ain't got no passes or excuses for Josh. If he's Superman, he should be hitting wide open receivers with the game on the line, right? And I understand all the other stuff. We finna get into the Brandon Cooks catch / interception in a minute. I felt like that was a catch. I understand all that, but at the end of the day, you got an opportunity to win the game. The greats make that throw. Patrick Mahomes, that's why Patrick Mahomes was sending you home in the playoffs, because he was making those throws. That's why Tom Brady got all the rings he got, because he was making those throws with guys wide open, right? So you can't call him Superman and talk about him like he's in that neighborhood when he can't deliver with the game. When all the marbles all the marbles up for grabs and you got an opportunity. Right. So I'm all out of passes to Josh Allen. Yeah, I felt like some stuff didn't go your way, but at the same time, you had the opportunity to win the game if you make a throw at the end of the game. And it was it a big time throw to make? Absolutely, but you're supposed to be a big time quarterback, so I don't think that's too much to ask. That's just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So and then they also talked about Keon Coleman. They tried to throw Keon Coleman under the bus. And he did have a big drop. He did. Like I can't deny that he had a big drop. And if Josh Allen had a true number one, like a AJ Brown or something, I think they get by Denver if they got an AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, you still had a guy wide open. I just can't get past the wide open tight end with the game on the line, and you missed the throw. And I just saw you miss Shakir about 2-3 weeks ago. He was way more open than that, and you threw the ball way over. So I got to look at the quarterback because you have opportunities. Through all that, if you got an opportunity, you should capitalize on it if you like that. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's all. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just had to get it off my chest because I feel like he get too many passes.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Personally, I've been stopped giving Josh Allen passes. I've been stopped giving him passes because for me it's just that they so bad want him to be that dude in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not taking away from Josh Allen as being a good quarterback. He is one of those quarterbacks that if the game is on the line, he's gonna put it all out there. He's gonna do whatever he can to get the win. But for me, with Josh Allen, I always said he always wants to be the hero. And you don't have to be the hero. They don't need you to be the hero in these type of games. They just need you to play ball and play
Stay
smart
clean.
football.
Yeah.
And you had the first down and you trying to do all this extra stuff and you lost the
With
ball.
the ball out. With the ball out like
So
a ball.
with the
That was
ball,
brilliant.
so y'all they spotted Denver 13 points. They spotted them 13 points. That's 13. If you don't fumble that ball, that's 7 points that Denver had that Denver wouldn't have had if you don't fumble that ball. You
You
don't
just
throw
take
that
care of the ball.
interception. You don't throw the interception. There's 3 points Denver wouldn't have had if you don't throw that. You don't throw that pick. Josh Allen to me is they got him Superman for one. Then for two, he's one of those quarterbacks for me that feels like he's one of them quarterbacks that he want it to all be said that Josh Allen did it. If it wouldn't have been for Josh, it wouldn't have been for Allen. We wouldn't have won. If it wouldn't have been for him. That's the whole purpose of having a team. That's the whole purpose of you having a wide receiver, having a running back, having a tight end. So you don't have to be the hero. You don't have to make all the throws. You don't have to try to win the game you don't have to try to win the game when you got a whole quarter left. You don't have to try to win a game immediately. You have time, like slow the game down a little bit. Let Denver slow down and let Denver come to your pace. So what you did was you allowed Denver to get in your head. And Josh Allen is one of those quarterbacks that if you get in his head, you can rattle him. And I said from the beginning, you don't have Lamar, you don't have Burrows, you don't have Mahomes. I understand that the AFC was a pretty tough conference this year. And I do understand it. But I know he still had to face your boy Sunshine, Trevor Lawrence and all of them. I know he still had to face them, and I know they were all playing good. But for me, none of them were was as good as to play as he would have had to play if he had Mahomes, Burrows, or Lamar to go through. And I said it. I said if Josh Allen lose this game, Bills lose this game, they going to blame it on Sean McDermott. At the end of the day, Sean McDermott called the perfect play to win the game.
He did.
He called the perfect play for you to go into the locker room leading the game. But you want to be the hero so bad that you did opposite of what he had drawn up and called for you for you to play. And yes, I do think Sean McDermott was wrongfully terminated. They said Josh Allen didn't have anything to do with it. He didn't even know that it happened until the next day. So he didn't. They purposely said that they did not tell him that they were firing McDermott. I think McDermott has been a good coach for Buffalo. I think he has been a solid coach for Buffalo. I think they have been in the playoffs in pretty much all of his years that he's been there. They have went to the next level with Sean McDermott. At the end of the day, y'all are fighting Sean McDermott for something that a player did on the field. He wasn't on the field when it happened. He didn't throw the interception. He didn't fumble the ball. The ball is in the player's hand. So it's up to y'all to go out here on the field and execute what he's drawing up for y'all to execute on. And Josh Allen is just One of them, he's one of those players. They want to call him they want to call him Superman. Then they want to call him a gunslinger. You know. Then they want to say, oh, he's the quarterback that's gonna put it out on the line, and he is. He is that quarterback that if he see he can get 3, 4, 5 yards, he gonna go get it. I give him that. But he does not know how to protect the ball. He's always played loosely with the ball. It's okay for you to go get it, but you got to hold on to the ball. And that's always been his downfall. So for me, him crying at the podium didn't move me because you're the reason they lost in the end. I mean, people could blame the Rails on that last interception with Brandon Cooks. You can say you can blame the Rails, but you got to go back to the beginning of the game. You got to go back to the 2 fumbles.
I'm talking about the end of regulation. I'm talking about the end of regulation. End of regulation. You got a tight end wide open.
So you gotta go back to those things. You know, you gotta go back to the fact that they spotted them with 13 points. You don't fumble. Well, Cook don't fumble. Denver don't get 3 points. You don't throw an interception. Denver don't get 7 points because move the ball. They were able to move the ball down the field on Denver's defense.
Yeah, they were running it pretty good.
Right. And it was running the ball good on Denver defense. And I hadn't seen a team being able to do that pretty much this whole season on them. So I was like, wow, Denver gonna wait till they get to the playoffs and just let a team just run over them and let or whatever. And then even with them being down the points they were down, they let you know that Denver wasn't as strong as they was during the season because y'all came back and took a 1-point lead in the game. So who we gonna? I mean, we can't forever blame coaches for players not executing on it.
Yeah, at some point. Now I understand that the scheme bad. Right. If the scheme is just bad, the technique is bad.
Right.
I can understand you blaming the coaches, but if you have the coaches is supposed to put you in position to make a play, give you an opportunity to make a play, and McDermott did that. Right? So I'm not feeling the McDermott firing at all. All right. So speaking of this game, the Brandon Cooks catch, was it a catch? Was it an interception? I got the play. I'm finna pull the play up and show everybody. We're gonna talk about it.
Coming after him all out. They pick it up and they go deep down the field. And the pass is caught. No, it's McMillan has the football. How about that? Jaquan McMillan ends up in a wrestling match with the football. It just looked like Cooks might be able to make the play like he did a week ago. They blocked it up perfectly. McMillan does a good job not getting... But we're going to need you on this one, Gene.
Yeah, this is really close. I'm not sure that Cooks has possession coming to the ground there to say that it would be simultaneous. It feels to me like Cooks doesn't have firm possession of the football when they're down by contact there.
Wow, that is close. I mean, reaches up, has it for a moment, and then as they roll over, it ends up in the arms of McMillan.
We don't ever see this. Yeah, you would go interception here because the ball doesn't hit the ground, and if he doesn't have firm possession, but the defensive back does, whenever he rolls,
whoever gets possession
first is down by contact.
Right? Whoever gets possession first. It's weird. He's down, but he's not down.
He's got to have.
Yeah. So what was so funny to me about this particular play was Devontae Adams did the same exact thing with Chicago Bears, and it was a catch. And I think that's the issue with the Rebs. They're not consistent with calling plays. And they're not consistent. And that's why my motto, and you know this, I say it all the time. My motto is, don't let the Rebs decide the game for you. Play the game. Have your scores. Do what you got to do for yourself. Don't let the refs decide the games for you. Because for me, towards the ending part of that game, and up from the point to where Buffalo caught Denver up, the refs started cheating. I think they started cheating like they wanted Denver, like they were going for Denver to win.
Yeah.
Now, one of them pass interference calls was a pass interference. That first one wasn't.
Yeah, the first one wasn't, but the one at the very end of the game, I think that was a good call.
The one at the end, it was. That was a good call.
Yeah, that was a good call. He was
a good call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I just
so who you blame on that right there though? But who even though that interception gonna get tagged to, it got tagged to Allen. Who you blame on? Who do you blame for that? Who you blame for that? Who do you give the accurate blame for that for that particular interception that I feel like wasn't an interception? Who you blame for that?
But I'm gonna be honest. I went back and forth like 2 or 3 times because I can see what the refs. Because when I first saw it initially, I said they're gonna call that a pick because they're gonna say he was going to the ground and he didn't survive the ground. I said they're gonna call that a pick. But when they showed him on the ground, knee on the ground and getting touched. Is he down by contact? Is he down by contact right there? But it's like in the rules. So it's one set of rules for when you catching it and going down, and it's another set of rules for you catching it and running with it, right? So and he was going down. So per the rule, when you going straight down, if you lose that ball when you hit the ground, it's incomplete, right? Per the rule. So
it should have been
hit the ground. When ball never hit the ground, old boy took it. So that's how they came up with the interception, right? So per the rule, far as going to the ground, I understood what they were saying. But you turn around in the Rams game and say it's a catch.
It's a catch.
And it's the exact same thing. So which one is it, right? So that's why everybody confused because, like you said, the officiating is inconsistent. Like it's like they don't know the rules sometimes.
Right. That's why they have to depend on that. But I feel like they should have stopped the game. They should have called down from New York, told them to stop the game, and let's totally review this again because of the type of game that it was.
Yeah.
Type of game that it was, it should have been totally reviewed again completely. So of course, like I said, it's gonna get tagged to Allen as an interception, but do I give Brandon Cook more the blame for that catch? Or do I say that Denver just played good ball and ball skills on that ball and on that catch?
I mean, to be honest, it's a hell of a play on the DB to really stay with it like that. I mean, but oh my God, like I said, because I'm thinking. I understand how they came to it, but he had control. He caught the ball, he pulled it in, he went down on one knee, he was touched. Like what we doing?
That's how I feel.
Yeah, but the rules, because when they came up with that, when Calvin Johnson first did it, they called it incomplete or something like that. And he caught the ball and went to the ground, set the ball down. Ball come out his hand, but he done caught the ball, took 2 or 3 steps back, fell. But you said incomplete because he didn't survive the ground. I'm like, what? What we talking about? What we doing? So I don't know, man. That's been
the ground. They rule is the ground can't cause a fumble.
Exactly. But then but it could cause an incomplete pass. Like I don't know, man. Like I don't know what they got going on with that. But I like I said, when I first saw it, knowing the rule, I was like, they're gonna call it interception. They're gonna say he didn't survive the ground, boy. But I hadn't seen Devontae Adams though. So when I saw Devontae Adams, I was like, damn, dude. Like that's the same.
That's what I
That's
said
the
when I
same
said.
thing.
I said that's the same thing happened in the game with
That's the same
Denver
thing.
and the Bills. So how now it's a catch? Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't get it. And they brought it up. The ones that was calling the game, they brought it up. They said, well, this is the same thing that happened in the Bills game. So let's see how they call this. Now, of course, it was a different set of referees. So they
yeah.
said, let me see how they call this, and they was like, it's a catch. I was like, what? So um, but still for me, I won't go with the story, or I won't run with the line that um they got robbed. I won't run with that line because they had so many opportunities in
I
that
mean,
game
they
to
had
win that game.
opportunities.
That one play
Yeah, they had
wasn't. That
opportunities.
one play didn't decide. Well, it decided the game in the end, but it did not decide the game to begin with. That one play is not the
Exactly.
reason they lost. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
That one play is not the reason
the
they lost.
four turnovers is why you lost the game.
That's why you lost.
That's why you lost, because you turned the ball over 4 times.
Right.
And you were fortunate to still be in the game after turning it over 4 times, to be honest, because you probably should have been getting ran out the building with 4 turnovers. That should
And
have been,
for me, once they got close to where they was at, because they was, like I said, they were running the ball on Denver. I would have kept it on the ground. I
I
wouldn't have
would have
even
too.
put it in the air. I would have kept it.
Yeah.
I would have kept it on the ground, and it just would have been a 4th-down territory for me.
Mm-hmm.
So they was midfield.
Yeah.
It was midfield.
I mean, but
And
that's the thing. When you go ahead. I'm sorry.
I know you good. Go ahead.
When like this the playoffs, so when you got two good defenses, normally the QB that stays the cleanest is the one that's gonna win the game, right? So, and that's always, and that's what if I always call him a flight risk, Josh Allen, and that's why, because you can't trust him. Like, you don't know when that Josh Allen gonna show up.
You don't know which
Like,
Josh out. You don't know. Okay.
yeah, because he'll look amazing. Like, he'll look amazing one game, right? You be like, damn, this dude is good. And then
But
that Josh Allen show up.
it's like he is he's a in-season quarterback.
Yeah.
How they try to rag on Dak and say, oh, he can win in the regular season, but he can't win in the postseason or whatever. I mean, that's the same thing with Josh Allen. What are we doing here? Josh Allen might have made it to play one game further because of who they were playing. Sometimes some of these teams, they get in the playoffs
They see they get a right seed, man. They get a couple.
right.
Yeah, they get a couple inferior teams, and he
Yeah,
like 1 year feeling where they had the Giants or somebody else. I was like, wow, dude.
Yeah, that's just like the Panthers. I don't care what nobody say. I didn't feel like the Panthers should have been in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like they should have been in there. And they are seriously talking about bringing this to 18 games next season.
Yeah, I heard there's something that they seriously they slick won't.
They are seriously trying to bring it to 18 games. I don't know how I feel about that, just because this football is such a physical game. They bodies take a beating.
Man, their bodies take a beating.
Their bodies take a beating. I just think so what they're saying is, if they implement the 18 game, then they're gonna cut out.
They had to expand their roster. They still have to expand their roster.
Cut out. Yep. And then they're gonna cut out. They're gonna cut out preseason games. It's gonna go to 2 preseason games.
Yeah, it's going two preseason games. But yeah, they're gonna have to expand that roster, man, because 53 men ain't gonna get it. Because you're gonna have to make some type of accommodation where they can hold more players. If you Because I mean, that's like you said, this game is too physical to keep adding weeks. Like these dudes taking a pounding, man.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yeah, and it's gonna come down to who can be who will have the most depth. Those gonna be the teams that compete and go far in the postseason. The teams with the most depth, because everybody gonna have injuries in 18 weeks.
oh yeah, it's everybody
Yeah,
gonna have
everybody,
it. That's what I'm
everybody
saying.
gonna be doing it.
Their body takes so many beatings.
Mhm.
I would love to see an extra week of football. I
Yeah,
would love to see it. For us on the fan perspective, we like, yeah, give us that
it's
extra week
great
of
for us,
football.
but
But
yeah, but I'm
it's
talking
not.
about
I
them.
don't think it's not good for them. I don't feel like it's good for them.
Yeah, it's terrible for them. Yeah,
Yeah, and then by the time you get to the 18th game and you go into the playoffs, more than likely you're gonna be in the lost two of your good players.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's gonna become very important. They add another week. You're gonna have to be deep. You're gonna have to have some we're gonna have to have good coaching. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to have a lot of guys ready to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got Caleb Williams gonna be a problem in the future. So
Well,
dude, Caleb,
You know, Caleb Williams, he bowed out.
yeah.
But for me, it's the same problem I have with Josh Allen. He want to be the hero.
Well, Caleb
He want
young
to
though. So
he want to be the hero.
yeah.
But
So
but he bowed out.
I understand
He
Caleb.
bowed out.
Yeah, I understand Caleb. He's the number one pick. You know what I'm saying? They looking at you as the savior, right? So you got an aggressive head coach. That's our offensive coordinator. You see how
He
he is.
learned
He
from
running around
he
here all
learned
in
from his
F
brother.
Green Bay.
Right. He learned from
Hey, that
he he
Campbell.
he interchanneled his Dan Campbell in that game
Yeah,
a couple of times. But I'm not no hater, and I like how he came in and he transformed Caleb Williams.
he
Now,
did.
if
Well,
you want
we
to,
kind of knew that was
say
gonna happen
that
though.
a player was, if you want to say a coach changed the player and transformed the player,
Mm-hmm.
that would be the one right there for me,
Yeah.
because he came in and transformed Caleb Williams into somebody that we didn't even know he was. They was ready to kick
Yeah.
him out the league. They was ready for him to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
But
was ready and set up to call him a bust.
yeah, they were close. They were close to calling him one. They were real close. But yeah, but that dude got a cannon. Like
He do.
his arm, he has a very
They
special
do.
arm. Like to make them throws that he making. And I'm talking about feet. They say that, oh, you falling down, and I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I see the Mahomes comparison now. Because when they said Mahomes, I was like, dude, y'all need to stop. This dude ain't. But I see it now though. Because the two throws he made in this postseason were crazy. I'm talking about crazy throws. So I was like, yeah,
He
he
remind me of
gon'
Dan Marino
he gonna
too.
be. Yeah, yeah,
It remind me of Dan Marino, and that's what Josh Allen finna be. He finna be a Dan Marino when all these games. Well, that's what he about to be.
I don't know. I think Buffalo gonna make a run at receiver.
But they
I
gotta
think
get
I think they'll make a run.
they gotta
They
get a
gotta get
defense.
him.
They gotta get a better defense.
Yeah. Well, they gotta get a head coach now. I really, man, they might take a step back. I thought about that. You can find McDermott. If you don't treat this head coaching how right, you, you may take some steps back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, you might take some steps back. And speaking of taking some steps back, San Francisco 49ers losing Robert Saleh.
Yeah.
They gonna be in trouble next year. You talking about, because you're not gonna have Kittle. Kittle gonna be gone pretty much out next year. Robert Saleh gonna be gone. You know that's gonna be last time Saleh left, the defense was a little iffy. Right. So I'm just saying. So and we
So
got him next year, so it'd be great.
yeah,
It'd be great for them to be.
something good.
Yeah.
But when is it gonna be time to have a Shanahan talk?
You know, man, I was ready. I'm ready to get Shanahan Coach of the Year for this season. I ain't gonna lie to you. With all them injuries
Yeah,
and still getting the playoffs and win the
let's
playoff
get to
game.
the playoffs.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
But
ready to get him Coach of the Year this year.
but you get, I think Ben Johnson gonna get that.
You think so?
Just because Ben Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I
think Ben Johnson gonna get it just because of the transformation that he did with Caleb. What he did with Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Like Shanahan, he did a good job with keeping his team afloat, keeping them afloat. He did a good job of keeping them afloat with all the injuries and stuff they had, and for them to make it where they made it with all the injuries they had is great. It's great. But then you're gonna get to the. But then, if I'm a voter, I'm gonna get to the postseason, and I'm gonna get to that, and I'm gonna say, the last 6 years, this is what happened.
Yeah.
It's the last 6 years. So we do gotta have a conversation about it. I'm not saying you can fire him. I'm not saying you can get rid of him. What I'm saying is we gotta have a conversation as to why your coaching is not what it needs to be in postseason. But it's everything in regular season.
Yeah, that's a good question, Joe. Joe asks us, do we think McDermott calling out the refs in the post-game press conference got him fired?
Nah, because the way the GM and the owner talked, it was like they were already planning to do that. They already had that set. They already had that on their mind that if they didn't win the game, they was gonna go ahead and be out on him. It's kind of like what old boy Pittsburgh said about Mike Tomlin. It didn't matter if he played one more week or not. They still had plans to walk away from him at the end of the season.
Yeah. So they basically had to win the Super Bowl to say their job.
Yeah. Yeah. They said that he said regardless of what happened, they had plans to walk away from him after the season. I know, you know what? I lied. That wasn't Pittsburgh. I take that back. That was Baltimore.
Okay. Yeah. I heard they wasn't getting along over there. Yeah, I heard him and Lamar kind of were bumping heads.
Yeah, they said him. But I mean, you could tell by Lamar answers when they was asking Lamar questions. And he was like, "Why you asking me that?" And we just lost a game. You asking me something about that man? When he said that man, I said, "Oh, they got some issues over there." He called that man. He said, "That man. Why you asking me questions about that man like that?" And then we just lost a game. I did. Yeah. I said this about to be over for Harbaugh. I said this about to be over.
All right, so I made this comment on a previous show, and in light of recent events that's been going on with the Cowboys, I think I need to revisit this comment. So I had made a comment. I was like, I said, man, look like D Law was right. I think this was right around the time the Trayvon thing was heating up, and I was like, man, these sound like D Laws. I kind of see what D Law was talking about. Just a little jacked up over here. You know what I'm saying? So lo and behold, the Trayvon and the Michael situations, stuff has come out about that and about them, about their behavior inside the building. I'm gonna put it like that. And it seemed like this has been we've been hearing this been going on for a couple of seasons, but we didn't know to what extent. And it turns out it was pretty bad. It's been pretty bad for a minute. It's been pretty bad for a minute, like a couple of years. Yeah. So, and I can understand now. I understand what D-Law was talking about. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. Look like we, Slick owe him an apology, right? Because I remember I did a live and I was saying the Cowboys are sick. They got a disease. You can tell the culture ain't right? And that was so undisciplined. And this was I want to say the last year McCarthy was there, and I'm like, they sick, bro. Like they so undisciplined, and it's like the culture's jacked. Yeah. So and I think, and it comes, and it looks like it was them the whole time, and it just came to a head. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. So I'm just glad they gone. I'm glad they gone.
It gets to a point though, even though a player is good, but that they are only as good as they are as to being a great teammate.
Exactly.
Of being a great teammate. And so actually that's one of the reasons why they didn't want to hire Al Harris. He have a reputation of baby fine these boys and especially the stars. They said he has a reputation of doing that with them. They liked them. Of course, Jerry loved them. Jerry had a great relationship with Jerry. Jerry did reach out for the fans that's yelling, "Oh, y'all didn't even try to get him. Y'all didn't even try to get him." Let's just say this. Al would have been a Jerry pick. Who we got was a shoddy pick. That's who he wanted. That's who he wanted all along. He didn't because he already had worked with Al, so he already knew what the tendencies was. And that's not really what he wanted. He wanted who he got. That's what he wanted all the time.
So Jerry wanted Al back.
To an extent.
Okay. I mean, but I'm gonna say this. I think we need to trust Shotty in the fact that Jerry wanted Al and we got somebody else. That's a great sign. That's a great sign. It shows that he learned from the Eberflus situation, right? We tried it your way, it didn't work. And let this dude pick who we need to pick to get him in there. And what you say? I think if they go to 18 games, there'll be 2 bye weeks, and they stand the number of players on the roster to 60 players. Man, they need to do something, man. I'll be cool with that.
Yeah, but they got to do something to give them a break, a body break. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect them to just go 18 games. You can give them something to give a body break. But listen, so kind of back to the little Al Harris now. So to an extent, Jerry did kind of want him back because Jerry liked people he familiar with. He liked people that he already kind of know their tendencies and stuff like that. Shotty was been there, done that, seen that. That's why we got 2 players not here right now because of that. And Shotty said, that's not what he wanted. So people got to give Shotty more credit than they give him because he is slowly back changing this culture.
He is.
And he told he stood up and said he stood up for who he wanted, and that's who he got. This was a Shotty pick. This wasn't a Jerry pick. This was a Shotty pick.
I'm gonna tell you what I love about the Christian Parker hire.
I love a lot about
it. Two things in particular. It's going to improve our defense, and it's going to hurt Philly all at the same time. So just that in itself. I smell what Shotty cooking, and I want me some of it. You know what I'm saying? I like the way he thinks. Because they just wanted to. Yeah. They just went back to back in our division. So clearly they doing something right. Right. So
I mean,
let me grab
look
one
how
of
he
them.
came from Quinyon Mitchell. He's like look how he. I mean, in all fairness and honesty, Philly had a good secondary.
They did. They really did. They had a good defense as a whole.
They had a good secondary. And let me tell you something. They had him in line to be the DC behind Fangio.
Yeah, I heard Fangio had him pretty much everywhere you been.
Yeah. And he coached with Leonard too. So he done learned from the best. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
He done learned from the best.
That's what's up. Yeah, but I was pleasantly surprised by this hire though, because this is not something we would normally do. We'll normally get an old veteran, somebody that's been around the block a couple times, a big name, right? And my take on that has been we need some fresh, new, young blood. We need to evolve. Yeah, we need to evolve because this game is evolving, and when we've been a couple years behind the game for a minute now. So I think we need to
coaches, friends, all that.
All that.
Yeah, all that. You know, how many times? Like, let me tell you how much Shotty is changing this culture. He didn't want no coach on the inside. He didn't want no DC that been here. He didn't want no DC that came from here and came from the sideline. Because if we went up to Jerry, he probably would have hired what's his name? Wycon?
Wycon. I thought Wycon was gonna get it. I thought he was gonna get it.
Me too. Yeah. So for them to make this change and for Jerry to allow Shotty to pick his DC tells me that Shotty has more intake on what people want to give him credit for.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the last time Jerry let a coach out his ear.
Yeah, Shotty definitely got his ear. And that's a great thing. That's all that's been missing is for Jerry to get a football guy in there and just trust it, just listen to him. Just do what he say do. That's how you won with Jimmy.
All we need you to do is sign checks.
Just sign checks, man. Just sign checks. You get your football guy here that know what he's doing and let him build your football team and get your ass out the way and sign the checks and collect Super Bowl. Like this, you had it set up with Jimmy, but you meddled and messed that up. Now you got opportunity. I feel like you got the opportunity to do it again because I like what Shotty doing. Like Shotty is building a football team. He's building a culture. You know what I'm saying? And if you can put talent and if you can get all that to come together, you get the talent you want and get you a good system, this team can compete. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I want to see with Christian Parker is what he can do with these corners. Like if he did that with Quinyon Mitchell, what would he be able to do with Revel and Bland? You know what I'm saying?
I honestly think they're gonna be better.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna
I
go.
think it's
He's
gonna be
gonna
good
go
for
for a
Rebel.
stud. He's gonna go for a stud in the draft.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Yeah.
go for a
I think we
top
definitely
stud
going
in the
corner
draft.
now.
But I think
Yeah.
we're gonna go corner in the draft. I think we're gonna go corner. I think we're gonna go corner. I think we're gonna go linebacker. Then I think we're gonna go offensive tackle.
Okay. Okay.
And we're gonna, if we don't do offensive tackle that early, we're gonna go edge rush.
Okay.
That's just I could be wrong, but I think we're gonna go corner. I think we're gonna go linebacker. I think we're gonna either offensive tackle. We're gonna go edge rush
Okay.
because if I'm looking at this, if I go by this, hold on, I'm finna tell you. Find it real quick. Let me get you their names. So in a draft, let's just say you got Caleb Downs, Arvell Reese, edge. You got David Bailey, edge. Of course,
Yes, ma'am.
I love me some Ruben Bain.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got the best linebacker that you could get at 12, which is Sonny Styles.
Yes, now Sonny Styles will be some serious
You
will be
know,
putting this overshown.
then you got Manson Delane. That's another cornerback.
Okay.
If you miss out on Caleb Downs, you can get him at 12.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got offensive tackle, Francis Mangayu. You got him.
That's the one for Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard he was a dog.
He'll
Yeah, I
beast.
heard, yeah.
He'll,
Yeah, I
he'll,
heard
he'll beast. So if I'm in the war room with Jerry now and I see Caleb gone, I see Baines gone, because I feel like that's gonna be the first. They're gonna be the first couple of ones off the board.
Mm-hmm.
If I see both of them gone, I'm going home. I'm going ahead and get Sonny Styles at 12.
Mm.
I come back at 20. If I come back and I come back when it's time for me to pick, I pick at 20. This Caleb gone. Remember, Caleb gone, Baines gone. I'm going with David Bailey.
I'm taking David Bailey.
I'm going with David
I
Bailey.
better take David. I better take David Bailey at 12.
Well, yeah,
No,
yeah. I could say
that right tackle for
too.
Miami though. That right tackle for I'm thinking about adding him on, putting him with what we already got, man. That old line to be so nasty. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But we got to get cornerbacks. We gotta we gotta get one that we can hit on.
Yeah.
We got to.
Yeah.
We just got to. And we have to be active in free agency this year. We gotta be.
I think they will be. Yeah, I think they will be because I mean, like I said, the team as a whole is operating way different than what we used to. You know what I'm saying? Than what we used to seeing. So, like they being aggressive and I can see cutting Micah, getting rid of Micah and Trayvon for one. Getting rid of like that. That should let you know right there. Like things are changing. It's different and.
Right.
Getting guys in like Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, like leaders, getting real leaders in there. So I like what's going on, man. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Did you see what Cooper Dejon said?
What did he say?
He said, man, he said they got a good one. He said, I wouldn't be the player I am today if it wasn't for Parker.
Ooh-wee. I know a lot of the feeling, and that's another thing. I know it's some Cowboy fans that I got a couple phone calls and they called me pissed. Man, you got this dude, yada 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 yada. And I'm like, dude,
They don't know.
you do. I'm like, yeah, you do realize Philly had one of the top defenses in the league last year. Like, what ain't that what we were saying to the Philly fans that the defense was carrying Jalen Hurts because he was stinking up the joint? Ain't that what we said?
And then,
Right, so
yeah,
yeah, I want somebody on this staff.
yeah. And I want your best off your staff. And
Exactly.
he your best. He's 34 years old. He's still young. He's still evolving. He got time to evolve a little bit more, and they say that, he go and meet with other defensive coordinators and incorporate some of the things that they do and bring it to him, to his guys, for what he want to incorporate in them. So I'm like, okay, so why would y'all, we got Cowboy fans mad about that. Like y'all, but that's because y'all don't know the people. Y'all just know big names. They just know popular names.
Exactly.
They don't know names
Exactly.
like that. That man, he stayed out the way. He slid in the corner. He did his job. He did what he was supposed to do. He stayed out the way. That's what he did, and that's what he did. But I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm not trying to be whatever. I like this pick for another reason, and it's what it is. Everybody said that. Everybody said Jerry wouldn't have a black defensive coordinator.
And when I say I was pleasantly surprised, that's what I meant. A young one, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa, really? That's what we did? That's what's up. Because, for the first thing they want to say is Jerry racist. That's their favorite card to play. Yeah, Jerry racist. So to see this, I was like, yeah.
But when he do that, they flip it another way and they say, Jerry just won't. He just because he that's what he do. He use them. He used the black people to do this and do that. I mean, are y'all serious? It's ridiculous. Jerry's not the only white owner hiring black people.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But yeah, when I said I was pleasantly surprised, that's exactly what I was talking about. I was like, wow, but getting him to kind of piggyback off what you said, I think we definitely go on corner. I think we'd be kind of secondary heavy in this draft now. I think this changed it. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to get his guys in and coach them up and get them. You know what I'm saying? And get them up the pockets. Apparently, we've been letting nice guys do whatever the hell they want to do.
And they letting him hire himself.
Oh, really?
And they letting him hire himself.
Oh, we. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What you think about what you think about Delane or Jamar McCall at 12?
Talking about the lane is the corner from LSU, right? Yeah, I like him. I really like him because his name came up and I kind of looked at him. And I said, "Yeah, that's really what we need. We need a stud corner like that. That's really what we need." So, but I've been watching Caleb Downs for a minute. Caleb Downs is he the type of kid. He can get everybody in position. Everybody, he can be your quarterback on the back end like this. And say just like that, you don't just let them go by. Like he can be like a Ed Reed type, like for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard for me to pass up on something like that. So I don't like say only it'd be interesting to see here. They may go Downs and another corner with the 2 first-round picks, depending on what they do in free agency. If they plug enough holes in free agency,
right?
So long as they get a guy up front, I'll be good.
Me too.
Yeah, as long as they get a guy up front, I'll be good, man.
Yeah. So Christian Parker has worked. He's worked under Mike Elko, Mike Patine, Vic Fangio, and Jaro Evero, Vance Joseph,
I
Leonard.
see he worked under Vance Joseph too.
At Denver.
Yeah.
He worked he worked under Fangio, Patine, Evero, Vance Joseph, and Leonard, and them with Denver. And then he ended up back with Fangio.
Man, so his defense gonna be hell to prepare for because he borrowing so many different type of concepts.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I can't wait. I already know he gonna be like a kid in a candy store come draft time, free agency. They're gonna let him get whatever he want. I'm anxious to see what he can build. I just if he can give us a top 10 defense, they in trouble. Everybody in trouble. We coming. We coming for it. I promise we coming for it. He can put a top 10 defense out there and that keep doing what he doing, we're gonna be cooking grease.
And that's what
And
I
I
said.
am gonna be
That's
unbearable.
what we said last year. If we had a middle of the
Yeah.
pack defense, they
We
didn't
had
have
a
to be
middle of the
one.
pack
They didn't
defense
have to be
whooping hell.
top 10. They could have just been top 15.
We've been hell. We would have been hell on wheels. But it's cool though. It's cool. I hope they can, and get everything put together. And get everything put together. So you want to pick the championship Sunday games, and we get on up out of here?
Yeah, we can. But did you talk about the Houston game?
I didn't. Oh, I talked about CJ Stroud early in the game.
But I told y'all. I told y'all in the chat. I told y'all in the chat. I said they can't play in that kind of weather. And then I knew once I heard Nico Collins was gonna be out, I said he gonna struggle. But to be honest, it's time for Houston to have a conversation about maybe drafting a quarterback. CJ have regressed.
Man, he since that rookie, either get him a coach in there. I mean, but he ain't been, the rookie season. I can understand you kind of tapering off, and then, but nah, you ain't been the same. You ain't been the same since the rookie season. He's been very inconsistent, very sporadic. You know what I'm saying? So nah, yeah, they need to get him. I think he can play though. I think he need the right coach.
Yeah, I still think he can play. I still think he can play, but I'm saying that too. I'm just saying that when you got issues like this starting off when you got issues like that with your supposed to be your franchise quarterback, it's time to start having conversations to where you need to go ahead and find you another quarterback. And I don't know if I would do this year because I don't really think there's that many good quarterbacks coming out in this draft. To me, this draft is going to be basically defense. Gonna be a lot of defense in this draft. And you might have 2-3 quarterbacks in this draft. That's coming out. What Joe say?
Joe said we're gonna fix the defense and lose pick. Don't say that, Joe.
Nah, I think they're gonna tag Pickens until they can get a deal done.
So but check this out, Joe. Y'all remember Trayshawn Holden, right? Yeah, so he got signed. Yeah, he got signed to a futures contract. Tolbert is probably gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think the receiver's gonna be stacked next year.
Yeah, I think Tolbert. Then his little luck that ran out, man.
Yeah, I think Tolbert gone, man. So their receiver room gonna
I had so
look
much
good.
high hopes for him. I had so high hopes for him.
I did too, man. But he may go somewhere else and shine. See what Kelly said.
Well, that's what they do.
So Kelly saw the QBs and coming out in 27. Yeah.
I mean, it's a couple of QBs coming out, but I just think this draft is gonna be highly, your defense draft.
Yeah, I heard it's a lot of edge rushers. So
man, It's a lot of them.
Yeah,
It's a lot of them.
and that's
I
the
like that one
thing,
at Penn
man.
State too. And now, wouldn't that be something, huh? You go get that other edge rusher from Penn State.
Yeah. So I mean, that Penn State got one. A&M got Texas A&M got one.
Yeah, Texas A&M got two.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell, Miami got two.
Miami got two. Shit,
Yeah,
Indiana
Miami
got
got two.
two.
Indiana got two. Yep. So I wonder what Indiana, how many cats on their back end coming out out of Indiana secondary, I wonder.
I want them too. Haven't seen too many of them announce it yet.
Yeah. Because they come out, they back in like they slick run a pro style defense, like with the way them zones disguised and how they disguise them zones. I see them boy probably go come play in the league right now for somebody. They understand them zone concepts like that.
Okay.
Yep, all right. So
who you got? Who you going for? And who you got for who you taking? In the AFC game.
So the AFC game. I think everybody kind of overlooking Denver because of the bag up QB.
But they got to remember, Denver got a defense.
Denver got a defense and Denver got a coach.
And you can best believe he's gonna have his back up ready.
He gonna have his back up ready. So, and that's the thing. Like when you talking about a good coach, it ain't about the QB so much as it is the system. You see what I'm saying? If he got a QB that can run his system and just stay clean, he got, like you said, they got the defense. They gon' sack your quarterback. Ain't no ifs and buts about that. They gonna get to your quarterback. They gonna sack your quarterback. They probably gonna force a turnover or two. All they need for him to do, stay clean. Stay clean. Just run the system. Don't be no hero. Take what they give you, and stay clean. And I think he can do that, right? So I don't think Denver winning this game is far-fetched. I don't. Now I'm gonna take New England, but I don't think Denver winning this game is far. I wouldn't be surprised if Denver won. I'm gonna say that. I think it's gonna be a close game. But you know, I'm gonna go in New England because I like their defense. I think I like.
Yeah, man, and you know what? We forgot about Mike Farber. Mike Farber, he can easily be coach of the year.
Yes, he can.
Like Barbo, he can easily be coach of the year because he came in and transformed the Patriots back in one season.
Yeah, one season. Them boy terrible last year.
Ray May looked like a total different quarterback that he was. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of them be wanting like they had the head coaching jobs, but honestly, Josh McDaniels, he's a beast at beast. He's a beast at where he's at. That's his true call. That's his true calling.
Yep.
Same thing I feel about Flores.
I mean,
you might want to be a head coach again, but I just feel like yo total play it's been a DC. It's been a DC.
Yeah, I mean, and it is what it is, man. Like that, I felt the same way about Gary. I felt like Gary was a hell of an offensive coordinator, he just wasn't a head coach. And some people like Bieniemy, like see the Chiefs when got Bieniemy back. He the same. He probably, you know, maybe head coaching wasn't for him because you know we was. I was beating the table for that. How the hell this dude not getting no head coaching interview? Yeah, you know, maybe because he's just an OC. So, and that's okay. Like that's all. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But you know, just get your money. Like if you're a great DC, be a great DC and get your money. They're gonna pay you a lot of money to do that. Yeah. So I'm gonna take New England in a close one. I'm talking about like 3 points close. You know what I'm saying?
We got
what
some
you think about
This was supposed to be the defensive coordinator. Picture Al we fumbled the ball again. Man, I didn't even realize that till I started getting into the sports world. I didn't know that so many men didn't know football.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I wear my cowboy stuff a lot, right? Even I'm talking about off season and everything. So, and you have a cowboy. Everybody got a cowboy joke, right? So, they give me that cowboy joke. Then they want to talk to me about football. I say about 3 minutes into the conversation, I tell he just watch ESPN. He don't really know what the hell he talking about. Like, you run into guys like that. I'm talking about all the time. So, I agree. I'm gonna say that. I agree. Because I experienced it firsthand. But it's cool. It's fun though. It bring everybody together. We have to realize everybody don't, they don't cover it like, they don't cover it like us. I guess I don't know if you're not into it like that, then you're just not into it like that. But to say that we blew the high because we didn't get a big name that you knew about.
That part.
And then that's what's going on. The casuals are upset because they don't know who this dude is. But the people who like really know the game, they know this was a damn good high. Like I said, if for nothing else, it improved us and hurt Philly all in one swoop. I'm with it. Sign me up. Sign me up. I'm with it, right? So, especially if you're trying to win a division and get in the playoffs.
You got to have defense.
You got to have defense, right? So, come on now. All right, so Rams at the Seahawks. I think this is going to be a shootout right here.
Man, listen. This going to all come down to who got the ball last and who make the least mistakes.
Yeah. Yep. So do you really trust Matt Stafford not to make no mistakes? Cause he get a little Josh Allen-ish. He get a little Josh Allen-ish. Yeah, he will. It won't be 4-5 turnovers bad, but he will throw one to the wrong team at a terrible time. He will do it. Joe, you got Denver winning, Joe? Joe said that he thinks old Steady gonna do it. I don't think Denver. I don't think people need to count Denver out that game though, Joe. I think Denver got a real shot, especially being at home. But I don't know. I don't trust Stafford not to make that mistake. I don't. So I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
I just think Seattle defense is just on another level right now.
They are, and that's another reason why I don't trust Stafford.
They just that pass rush coming for Stafford, he gonna have to get that ball out. He have to get that ball out quick. Quick, and when he have to get the ball out too quick, that's when he start making mistakes. So, I mean, I can't believe this. I can't believe we done ran through 17 weeks of football already.
So fast. Oh my God. And I'm like, are you serious? I think we went through 17 weeks and damn near through the postseason. It's wild, man. Yeah. Right. This is wild. So I'm gonna have to start covering basketball or something. I can't go away. I'm having fun doing this. I'm getting the hang of it now. So I should have been swapped over this setup. Yeah, so I ain't gonna go away when the season stop. I'm probably gonna swap over to basketball and do something else.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, let me know.
Yeah, so I know we'll definitely so what we got after the Super Bowl, what we got? Free agency, then the draft. Yeah, okay. So I'll be then we got March Madness. I'm definitely gonna be doing some March Madness. For sure. Okay. So I'm gonna be rolling. Yeah, I'm gonna be rolling ahead and doing March Madness.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of stuff that we could still talk about and we could bring up. We can play with draft boards. You know what I'm saying? We We could do our own draft boards and then see who coming out. There's a lot of stuff that we can do to keep active and keep going. We don't want to just go dry because football gone.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what Joe said, he said he don't trust Donna. Donna do make mistakes.
Yeah, that's true. I can get with that too, though. That's true. But I just think that they know that he playing with that oblique thing. I just think they gonna run the ball. They gonna run the ball. If Kenneth Walker dog walk like he dog walked Niners last week.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, it's gonna be whoever set the tone of that game. And what Cincinnati, what Seattle did last week was they set the tone of that game with that 94-yard run back for a touchdown, kickoff return. For the Niners ought to be tired. For the Niners ought to be tired of coming out of people's locker room with a damn boom box, and then get whooped. They do that every year. I mean, I know they do that at the home games and all that, but they always coming out of there with a boom box, and then as soon as they get on the field, the boom is gone. They get their ass told.
Man, I'm talking about them boys got beat to sleep.
You only got 2 field goals.
2 field goals, man.
I'm like, I was like Seattle. I don't know. I don't know who gave some bulletin board material to Seattle. I don't know what player on 49 said something out of line. But when I tell you them they came out the gate ready. It came out the gate ready.
Well, you know what? One of the boys, Seattle, he saying after he was like, we got San Francisco on particular curve for him. So, it's a divisional game, man. So, they naturally don't like each other anyway. And then, San Fran probably been smoking Seattle here these last couple of years. So they got the opportunity. They got them at their house in the playoffs, and they banged up all year. We finna go to work on them. But I gladly hang this 40-piece on them.
They almost put 49. Look, they almost put 49 on them.
Man, okay.
That would have been the icing it on the cake. I kept saying put 49 on them, but so we got to see when we play them. We play them next year, Dallas. We play them here later this year in the season. We play them in Dallas, Niners, and then we play Seattle too. We play the whole conference.
Yeah, we got all 4 of them.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what we working with, But I know whenever we play them, it's gonna be a game that ain't no other game at that time. It's gonna be a night game, or it's gonna be a night game, or it's gonna be a Monday game or a Thursday night game. But it's gonna be a night that nobody else watching a game, but just that game.
I guess.
I mean, sometimes I feel like, sometimes I feel like Niners is more our rival than Philly.
Because the 49ers were the one actually sending us home, man. Philly did
right, like y'all ain't really did nothing like it. Like y'all acting like y'all been like, y'all might have won. Y'all recent, we blew y'all in. But shit, Philly's more our damn.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm more our rival than them.
Yeah, because I feel like we need to win against San Fran. I don't necessarily feel like we need to win against. We beat Philly on the regular. We should have swept them this year.
So should have if Lamb would have caught them balls.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's a game that swung for us, because if we won that game, we would have been in the playoffs. So, but it's all good. Sometimes you gotta sit out. You can't make it. Sometimes you gotta let this. You gotta let stuff like this sometimes be your power. So, well, I think we had a good segment.
Yeah, we did. I gotta go pick my little girl up, man. She had a basketball game.
Oh, okay,
Well,
okay,
I'm looking
all
at my
right.
schedule. Yeah, let me look at my schedule, and I'm finna see when we coming back for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
When is Super Bowl?
February something. Ain't it always the first Sunday in February?
Okay,
Oh, it's on the 8th.
it's on the 8th.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll probably. I'll be back next Thursday. I'm gonna do next Thursday night.
Okay.
So tonight. So yeah.
All right. Sound like a plan.
Yeah, so I'll see y'all next week, next Thursday night. Again, you can keep up. You can follow the IG page _ Mr. Cowboy Nation _ the YouTube page, Mr. Cowboy Nation. Of course, this Facebook page, Jerome, Mr. Cowboy Nation McNary. Also, the Let's Talk Football, Mr. Cowboy Nation page. Nikki, you want to give them your platform handles and show them how to get up with you? Tell them how to get up.
Stars Talking Cowboys, Facebook, IG, YouTube. Just plug that name in and it should pull up.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, everybody. That's it. That's it for us. Until next week, we challenging you not to be good, but to be